The Dead Sea, which is widely regarded as one of the most peculiar bodies of water in the world, has been gradually losing its water content for many years. However, just when scientists felt they had seen everything there was to see, an unexpected and surprising event occurred. Is there any way to tell? Is this a brand new geological occurrence, or might it be something altogether different? Welcome to Planetarium Beyond Earth. Join us today in this video as we investigate this peculiar occurrence and the potential repercussions it could have for the future of the Dead Sea and the region that surrounds it. The Dead Sea is famous for its high salt content and its ability to treat a variety of ailments due to its location between Jordan and Israel. In spite of this, it has been experiencing a precipitous decline in size over the past few years as a direct result of climate change, water diversion, and other environmental concerns. In point of fact, it was just recently announced that the Dead Sea had totally evaporated, leaving behind an arid and dismal area. However, just when it appeared as though things couldn't possibly get much worse, a stunning event took place. A sizable chasm sprang out of nowhere close to the shoreline of the dried-up body of water, and it consumed everything in its path. It was estimated that the sinkhole was more than 100 feet deep and 300 feet wide, and it proceeded to grow deeper with each passing day. This abrupt and dramatic event left the scientists puzzled and perplexed. Some people theorized that the sinkhole was brought on by an abrupt drop in water pressure in the region, while others pointed to the underground caverns and tunnels that are present in the area as the possible explanation. Regardless of what caused the sinkhole, it served as a jarring illustration of the precarious condition of our planet and the critical importance of taking immediate action to address the environmental difficulties we are currently facing. In the wake of the sinkhole, there were concerns regarding the potential impact it could have on the ecosystems and communities in the surrounding areas. There were concerns that the sinkhole, which had consumed entire trees and vegetation, could lead to an even greater degree of instability in the surrounding environment. In spite of all these difficulties, there were nevertheless signs of possibility. Scientists and conservationists started collaborating on an investigation of the sinkhole and its effects, as well as the development of solutions to lessen the impact of the sinkhole. The sinkhole had also gained attention from all over the world, which sparked a renewed interest in the precarious situation of the Dead Sea and the pressing necessity of taking action to conserve this one-of-a-kind and priceless environment. What unexpected happened? Number 1. Biblical allusions to the Dead Sea. The narrative of Sodom and Gomorrah, two cities destroyed by Godwa and their immoral ways, is one of the most prominent biblical analogies to the Dead Sea. According to the book of Genesis, God rained down fire and brimstone on the towns, destroying them entirely. The Dead Sea is said to represent the locations of these cities, and the sea is said to have formed as a result of the catastrophe. The Dead Sea is also mentioned in the book of Joshua, where it is believed that the Israelites crossed the Jordan River and entered the Promised Land near the Dead Sea. The sea is also mentioned in Ezekiel's book as a place of healing and abundance, with trees and flora flourishing along its shores. Aside from these obvious connections, the Dead Sea is also used as a metaphor for punishment and destruction in other portions of the Bible. For example, the Israelites were warned in the book of Deuteronomy not to stray away from God, or they would face punishment like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah and Zeboim, which the Lord overthrew in his anger and wrath. The references to the Dead Sea in the Bible serve as a reminder of the sea's rich history and cultural significance, as well as its enduring legacy as a symbol of destruction and retribution. The Dead Sea is a spiritual and historical site for many people, and its tale continues to captivate and inspire people all around the world. Number 2. The wife of Lot is a salt pillar. According to the account, God destroyed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah because of their wickedness and immorality, except for Lot and his family. Lot's wife, on the other hand, was punished for her disobedience when she returned to look at the burning city and was turned into a pillar of salt. This myth is frequently associated with the Dead Sea, which is said to be the site of Sodom and Gomorrah. The high salt content of the sea is viewed as a physical reminder of the divine wrath imposed on the cities. Some have even speculated that the wife of Lot's metamorphosis into a salt pillar was caused by the abundance of salt in the area. Lot's wife's narrative also serves as a warning about the pitfalls of disobedience and the repercussions of turning away from God. It serves as a reminder that we must remain faithful and obedient to God's will, even in the face of tragedy and devastation. Visitors to the Dead Sea can now see for themselves the salt formations caused by the sea's distinctive composition. These formations are frequently linked to Lot's wife's pillar of salt and serve as a concrete reminder of the biblical account that has enthralled and inspired people for generations. The narrative of Sodom and Gomorrah and Lot's wife's transformation into a salt pillar is a striking and enduring emblem of the divine judgment and the repercussions of transgression. Number 3. The Scrolls of the Dead Sea. The Scrolls of the Dead Sea, often known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, is a collection of Jewish manuscripts discovered near the Dead Sea in the mid-20th century. These scrolls are regarded as one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century and have shed new light on Judaism and Christianity's history and beliefs during the Second Temple period. Between 1947 and 1956, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered in 11 caverns near the Dead Sea, which is located between Israel and Jordan. Biblical texts, hymns, prayers, legal and historical papers, and apocalyptic literature are among the documents found on the scrolls. The scrolls are written in Hebrew, Aramaic and Greek, and are thought to have been written by the Essenes, a Jewish group who thrived in the area during the time of Jesus. The Essenes were noted for their stringent observance of Jewish law, and their writings reveal their ideas and practices. Scholars have learned a great deal about the history of Judaism and the origins of Christianity thanks to the Dead Sea Scrolls. The scrolls contain some of the earliest known versions of biblical books, including the Book of Isaiah and the Psalms, and have helped to offer new insight into the evolution of the Hebrew Bible. In addition to their historical and religious value, the Dead Sea Scrolls have caught the public's curiosity. The mystery and intrigue surrounding the scrolls' discovery, as well as their contents, have made them famous subjects for literature, movies, and television productions. The Dead Sea Scrolls are now preserved in a museum in Jerusalem, where they are researched and analysed by experts from all over the world. The scrolls are a monument to the Dead Sea's region's rich history and cultural significance, and they remain one of the most fascinating and significant archaeological finds of all time. Number 4. Biblical Blood Plague of Dead Sea. In addition to the biblical account of the Plague of Blood, Jewish tradition tells of a plague of blood that ravaged the Dead Sea. According to legend, the Dead Sea turned to blood for 7 days in the 1st century CE. The explanation behind the Dead Sea's blood-red colour is unknown, but there are a few ideas. According to one idea, the red colour is generated by the presence of specific species of algae or bacteria in the water. Another opinion is that the red colour is caused by the presence of iron oxide, a mineral that imparts a reddish colour to the water. Whatever the reason for the Dead Sea's red tint, biblical and folkloric accounts about the Plague of Blood serve as a reminder of God's strength and majesty, as well as the need for faith and obedience. The narrative of the Plague of Blood in the Dead Sea is a strong example of how nature may serve as a conduit for divine punishment, and it remains a fascinating and enduring component of biblical and Jewish tradition. Wow! Those are all fascinating anecdotes about the Dead Sea. We hope you enjoyed it. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel.